Yo, what's up, chat? It's your boy Suge again, and I'm back with another video. We dropping 100 videos, and we're trying to gain 1,000 subscribers. So if you tune in right now, thank you for tuning in. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. You know, hit a like button. That help pretty much, I guess, get my videos out there. I see my channel growing pretty fast, and I mean, my goal is to help out the next driver. So I just ask y'all, you know, help me out a little bit. Subscribe, like, or whatever. I know a lot of people come to Stevens, a lot of people leave Stevens or whatever, and yeah, I'm just, you know, trying to keep y'all updated with information. I'm a company driver, and today this video is going to be about, will I become a contractor? Will I also train? And yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. So let me tell y'all basically how my solo journey has went so far. So to become a contractor, you have to do a certain amount of miles a month. I think it's like 8,500, maybe 8,000, something like that. Don't quote me on that number, but just know it's a number you have to achieve a month. And with that being said, you only have to do maybe like 2,200 miles a week to possibly, you know, be considered to be contractor. So my first 3 months within being a solo driver, I was considered, and I'm not the type to pretty much do something right away. I like to sit back, you know, ask questions, ask other people that's going through the process, and then, you know, get my experience. So my first 3 months, I was considered, but I was declining the opportunity because I know a lot of people right away, they hop over there and they don't understand the business side and understand the ins and outs. So that's why you hear the bad reviews and stuff like that. I just, you know, I'm a patient person, so I like to sit back and just chill. Like first 2 or 3 months, see how I go, and then towards the end, see the difference. And that's what I kind of learned as a company driver. At the first 2-3 months, that's the hardest time at being a solo company driver. That's probably the least amount of money you probably make. Versus now, it's like, okay, I know how to run my truck, I know how to make my money, know how to get extra money. It's a difference. So I'm thinking about becoming contractor soon. That's the next step for me. And one of the reasons I would say, because I know on YouTube a lot of people talk about the bad on the contractor side and stuff like that. And as far as I see a lot of people being contractors out here, and I would like, why not experience it on my own? And I can be able to share the experience with y'all. And if I take W's or if I take L's, anything like that, I would be able to give y'all that information to keep y'all updated. And based off my information, off my experience, you know, that's on you if you want to become a contractor or not. I will say there is some good with contractor, and there is some bad with contractor. The good, I would say, or I'm not going to separate good and bad. I'm going to just talk about the good parts of the contractor. Okay, you're going to get paid more by the miles, and you get the, pretty much, if you got a home or whatever, you can take your truck home. With contractor, all you got to do is put your 2 week notice, well, not 2 week notice, but put in your home time of 2 weeks ahead of time, and you should better just go home. You get the accept and decline load. So, you know, that's a good thing. If you see a load that you don't like and you see a place you don't want to go to, you always can decline or accept. I would say also, since you making more, of course, like, you're gonna get to that maybe like 90 to 100K tax bracket or whatever. So of course, with that, the bad thing is, I would say you have to pay taxes, but you're gonna take a good amount of home, so it's not gonna be that, you know, major. You just gotta, to me, I would say the difference between company and contractor, the biggest thing is more so, you know, spending money on fuel. And since you is going to be paying taxes, it's a way to get around it and stuff like that. Of course, I don't know that side to give y'all that information, but I would say you just got to manage your money at the end of the day. That's like, to me, the big thing, as I learned with company, and then as I'm talking to other drivers, trying to get information, watching other YouTube videos, it's just more so about managing your money. So I would say, you know, I will become a contractor soon, so I can, you know, get that information, get that experience with y'all. Will I train? I would say yes, eventually. I believe you have to complete a year solo just to train. So I'm coming up upon that year, and you can train, I believe, as a company driver or as a contractor, but it will make sense more as a contractor because you make it more per mile. So if you training and you got, a trainee, y'all getting miles together, and all that's, for you, because they got their own separate pay, and you getting paid to train too. You get like extra $200 a week to train. So that's the good thing about training and being a contractor. So yeah, like it's not hard to become a contractor. I done sat back. I'm closing in on a year as a company driver. I done asked, some of the drivers questions and stuff like that. Certain people had a bad experience. Some people had a good experience, and you just gotta. Everybody go through different stuff. That's all I'm saying. Like, I talked to some contractors with good experience, and I talked to some of them with bad, and some of them might be in a hold, and some of them I talked to not in a hold, and some trainers, they doing good. Some trainers not doing good. So you just gotta. Also, with the contractor side, they got different type of leases you can sign, and they also offer you credits, and those credits pretty much cover that week payment. So if you sign like a lease with like 1 or 2 credits, I mean, that's you. If you sign one with a lease with longer years in or whatever, then you get more credits. You always can get out your contract. It's not like a super crazy thing for Stevens. They say you always can switch back over once you decide to do it, and you might not like it. You always can switch back over, so that's not a big thing. The more, I would say, the more you sign on a lease, like the more years or whatever, they do offer more of a bonus. If you complete your 2-year or 3-year, they offer you a bonus. So pretty much, I look at it as they just give you some of your money back. They'll give you a lump sum. Like if you sign, I think, like a 2 or 3 year, or it might be 3 years, you get like $8,000. If you sign like a 2 year, you get like $2,000 or $3,000, whatever. So don't quote me on the numbers, but it's somewhere like up there. You get like some of your money back. So it's not that crazy. So I'm thinking about going contractor, so I can learn more of the business side, get the experience on my own, run a truck. Like I own it already. I'll be able to create my LLC, because Stevens, they help you with all this stuff. As becoming contractor, they gonna help you with all that stuff. So I'm thinking, okay, this is a way to get me going, get me a business account and stuff like that. And after getting the experience of being a contractor, I'm pretty sure I would want to at least purchase my own truck, so I can go through Stevens, or I can go somewhere else and run under Stevens. However I want to do it, that's, to me, opportunity. That's the next step. And I'm really thinking about buying a truck. I started trying to figure out truck names in my notepad, and that's right now been the hardest part. I only came up with like 2 or 3 names so far. If you got any ideas or any type of truck names that you haven't seen before, drop them down below. I'm trying to think of something more so that fit me. I could, easily do my name, but I'm thinking more so bigger. If I decide to start a truck company one day and I have drivers, I'm thinking about stuff like that. So to sum up the video, yes, I will become contractor soon, and whenever the trainer opportunity come to me, I will train. I'm always trying to help out the next driver. I know some people want to see that part, or might want to get trained by me. Driving a truck. Like, no diddy. I know some people mind be crazy. I had to think about it, like, hello now. I had to fix that. But yeah, like, that's just to sum up this video. Should you become contractor? I don't know. But all I know is I will get that experience soon. I will be able to tell y'all my side of it, my story. And just stay tuned. Yeah, it's your boy Sugar again. I'm out. Peace.